Welcome back. Let's read on, people. This is Revelation chapter 10, verse 3. And this is the King James mistranslation. And cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth. And when he had cried, 7 thunders uttered their voices. Close quotation. Dr. York's translation. And called out with a voice as when a lion roars. And when the Gabriel had called out, 7 thunders, which are actually the 7 cherubim, or disagreeable beings, bringing the 2 sets of plagues, 7 plagues each, released on the earth, answered with their voices. Verse 4, heading of verse 4 is, John was instructed to seal up the book until the proper time, and the opening of the 7th seal, when one is unable to break the seal and explain the contents therein. King James translation, verse 4, and when the 7 thunders had their voices, I was about to write, and I hear a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up those things which the 7 thunders uttered, and write them not. Dr. York's translation. And when the 7 thunders had spoken with their voices, signaling that the end is coming and judgment is about to come upon the earth, I was determined at that point to write. And I heard Malachi Zadok's voice from the Orion skies saying to me, seal what the 7 thunders are saying, and don't write it down. Verse 5. The angelic being Gabriel shows John that everything on the earth will receive the judgment of Eli. That's the heading. I just read the heading there, people. Verse 5. King James mistranslation. And the angel which I saw sat upon the sea and upon the earth, lifted his hand to heaven. Close quotation. Dr. York. And Gabriel, who I, Yochanan, saw standing on the sea and on the planet earth, lifted up his hands towards the skies. One of the positions in prayer, which is a gesture of reverence to El Elo. In quotations, the heavenly one, close quotations, Anu, creator, to the Shamawim, heavens or skies. Verse 6. King James, and swear by him that liveth forever and ever, who created heaven, and the things that therein are, and the earth and the things that therein are, and the sea and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. Close quotations. Dr. York's translation. And he, the Anunnaki Nosku, Gabriel, son of Raziel and Zamael, swore by all that is the ever-living, forever and ever, who created Uranus, Orion skies, and whatsoever is in it, and the planet Earth, and whatsoever is in it. For indeed, there will be no more time after this, meaning the secrets of this book would no longer remain a mystery. Verse 7. This is the reader speaking here. The book of Revelations, a lot of ministers and learned people don't really understand what's going on in this book. So normally they leave this book alone. And the master teacher, Dr. York, has been given the authority by the forces of nature to reveal to us in this day and time what is going on in John's premonition and his prophecies. So we are blessed in this day and time. Continuing, verse 7. King James. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. Close quotation. Dr. York's translation. However, in the days of the voice of the seventh Elohim Anunnaki, when he, Raphael, in quotation, raised to El, close quotation, will begin to make a sound by way of the trumpet to hit the earth with 7 plagues. First being AIDS, in order to complete the secrets of El Elo, Yahweh, Theos, Allah, and Anu, which are all the scriptures that reveal to man things he did not know. El Elo informed us in the hands of his servants, the newsbearers, who the scriptures were revealed to and then recorded by them. Verse 8, King James. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, Go and take the little book, which is open in the hand of the angel, which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. Close quotation. Dr. York's translation. And I heard from the skies the voice of Gabriel Nusku, which spoke to me, Yochanan again saying, Go and take the little scroll which is open out of the hand of Malachi Zadok, who is standing upon the sea and upon the planet earth, meaning this Elohim Anunnaki will personify to Yochanan. Verse 9. Heading of verse 9 is, John receives the scroll, and at first the beauty of Al-Islam is pleasing to him until he experienced the hardships of propagating and living the truth. Is not so. Chapter 10, verse 9 continued. King James mistranslation. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up. Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Close quotation. Dr. York's translation. So I went to the, in brackets, Malachi Zadok, and said to him, Give me the little scroll. So he said, and this is Malachi Zadok actually speaking here, Take the little scroll and eat it up, meaning for Yochanan, John, to take the scroll, digest it, master it so he would have understanding of what would happen when the Comforter comes. This scroll that Yochanan is being told to memorize is El's Holy Quran. It is the only scripture up until this day that is being memorized by recitation. So it will be bitter in your belly because you have to face what it says to do because of its prescribed laws from the Most High. You have difficulty living it, so it becomes hard to digest. But as for when it is in your mouth, it will be as sweet as honey. As it is chanted, it is the most beautiful thing to listen to, and the words in El's Holy Quran are as sweet as honey for those who do good and adhere to the warnings with the true understanding of them, and is bitter, full of woe to those who ignore the signs in it. Verse 10. Let's continue on the next recording. See you on the other side, people.